Hello, guys. How are you doing? Anyone good? Awesome, awesome. Hello, Joe. Hello, Refine. Hello, Marcus. Hello, everyone. Hope everybody have a great weekend. Anyone enjoyed the lottery raffle earlier today? I think most of you were there, right, for the Hucon Live raffle for the grand prize. First, congrats to you if you won anything. And now let's move on to KCC part. So first of all, welcome for everyone for attending today's live stream. My name is Will. I'm the ambassador manager of KCC, and it's my honor and the privilege to be your host today. For today, I'm very pumped. Actually, we have invited three Oracle projects that support the KCC Unicorn Contest. And these three projects have very solid backgrounds as far as I know. And I'm sure they will bring a lot of value today for the viewers as well as for the contestants for the if they apply for the unicorn contest, right? And before I bring them up, I just want to play a short clip, just in case some of you don't know anything about the KCC unicorn contest. This video will help you, give you a brief idea about what it is. All right, welcome back. As you can see, it is a very cool event, and which is also one of the major event that hosted by KuCoin and also the KuCoin community chain. We are aiming to explore more elite projects to build on KCC. And according to the GoDAO, we have already more than 85 projects applied the unique contest so far. So I'm sure there will be more, but just for right now, let's focus on the Oracle projects because they have been playing a crucial role for chains. In fact, without Oracle, lending is not happening. Real-time price feed is not possible. So we are very blessed today, actually having three Oracle projects to support KCC. I'm sure this will attract more potential unicorns, to join KCC as one of the member. And for now, I'm going to pass the mic to Marcus from WeNet. He is the developer relation lead of WeNet team, and some of you might know him for a long time ago by his handle, pra, I mean pra prodi slash byte, as he is always in the chat, right? Help the developers to integrate the WeNet Oracle with their projects. So Marcus, please take it over and introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah, ParityBit is my handle in the Discord and the Telegram. I've been a community member of the project for several years now. I started off as a non and just recently joined as the developer lead. It's a great project. I really love it. So yeah, that's my intro.
Awesome, good stuff. Thank you, thank you, Marcus. Yeah, good to have you. Then I want to bring up another gentleman, which is Refine from Nest. He's the community manager of Nest Protocol, which is one of the fastest growing Oracle out there, and backed up by many big names. Refine joined the team back in 2019, so I'm sure he will have a lot of things to share today. Please go ahead and introduce yourself, Refine.
Yeah, thanks so much, Will, for having me. I've been the community manager for Nest Protocol for quite some time now, and I'll tell you there are a whole lot of things involved in Nest Protocol, and I've actually helped build the project to what it is today, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with everybody today. Thanks so much.
Good stuff. Excellent. Thank you, Refine. Then we're gonna move on to our last speaker, Joe. So Joe is actually the head of strategy, partnership, and business development at Umbrella Network. He has very rich experience in blockchain. In fact, he gets started back in 2015. So he was he witnessed a lot of changes in the crypto space in the last 7 years, such as he see farmers who used to not having bank accounts, but now are able to pay to others with cryptos. So I'm very excited about what he gonna share today. Joe, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Joel. I'm here with Umbrella Network. I just want to say thank you very much, Will, and the KCC community for having me. And want to say hello to the other Oracle partners here that are great. And looking forward to working more with KCC and getting to know a little bit more about your community. Thanks, everyone.
Excellent, awesome. Yeah, I believe you have met the other speakers today, so we're gonna move on to the next part. But before we move on, I just want to quickly remind everybody that we will have actually we have multiple rounds of giveaways throughout the live panel. So please be with us until the very end. Now let's move on to the presentation part. So in this sections, we'll invite all the speakers to share their projects. And after every speaker shared their projects, we'll have a open Q&A session. Okay, so the audience will be able to ask the speakers some questions that they want to get answered. And if your questions get picked, then you will be rewarded because you ask some very good question. Okay, and if you have any questions during the presentation, please write it down somewhere and wait for the Q&A section. Cool. So now let's welcome our first speaker today. Marcus, please go ahead and share your project.
Yeah, let me go ahead and share my screen here.
Yep.
Yeah, so can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so just a brief introduction about WitNet. It's a decentralized Oracle protocol. A lot of that relies on tamper resistance and autonomous smart contracts. Kind of long story short, WitNet can power most secure DeFi primitives like price feeds, stablecoins, synthetics, as well as acting as a reliable source for randomness and creating uniqueness in NFTs. It's kind of a multi-chain Oracle. We built out a EVM compatible bridge. And as you can see over here on the left, we're integrated with about 11 different chains right now. We're integrating 2 different chains per month. So it's like a fairly aggressive strategy here. You can see the live KCC feeds that we have on mainnet and testnet. And just a little bit more about WitNet. It's a small team consisting of about 10 people. It was initially started and primarily based in Spain, but now it's an international team with members from Argentina, the Ukraine, and I'm from the USA. I'll just kind of go into this a bit more. I'll show you this BTC USD feed and how this kind of works. Let's give it a second here to load. Yeah, so you can see the price feed, the triggering conditions, there's the deviation threshold. So if the price goes up or down by 0.5%, then it's updated. If not, we have this heartbeat, which is currently set at 24 hours. There's different ways to integrate. You can integrate directly through the proxy or integrate directly. And you can see the addresses there that you can access the contracts with. A little bit more about the project is that it's kind of divided into different areas. It has a strong focus on decentralization and securing data through crypto incentives. It's completely permissionless. Anyone can run their own node, participate in solving these requests without having to go through any KYC. The data consumer, like the smart contract developer, doesn't need to pick a specific set of nodes. to report the data. The reporters are secretly and randomly selected by the protocol. And once they have cryptographically committed to the result in the query, then they reveal their reports and their identities. It's kind of like a mixture of a commitment scheme with a shelling point game. Also, it supports querying virtually any public API out there and all data types, numbers, strings, bytes. In addition to that, the types of requests are super flexible from the data source picking side and the incentive side. Also, the rewards for the people solving the requests are, if they don't report well, then they're immediately slashed. If they are reporting fake data, they lose the collateral staked. And I can kind of just show you the last transaction here for the ETC. This is the Witnet Block Explorer. And I can just kind of go through how this kind of give you an idea. So you can see the transaction ID. In this request, there were 10 separate witnesses. They were each rewarded 1 milliwit. They staked 5 wit as collateral. So that's like what they put up in order to participate. The consensus, we needed 70%. So 7 of the 10 nodes needed to agree. There is the fee to submit the transaction to the network. And then you can see that we're querying several different URLs here: Binance, Bitfinex, Kraken, Bitstamp, Bittrex. And then we also have some aggregation, some filtering, and some reducers. The multiplier, because obviously it doesn't handle floats very well with EVMs. Another thing about this is that Witnet runs its own blockchain. That's kind of an important aspect, is that it's actually a coin. It's not like a token. It's not ERC20. One of the benefits about this is that it's not tied to the fate of any one chain. Also, when you're developing on KCC, you don't need to have the WIT token. You can pay directly in the native token for whatever chain you're on, which makes it a lot easier from that standpoint. And on the Witnet side, those people resolving the requests are paid in the native WIT token or the WIT coin. A little bit more about the backstory of Witnet. It started back in 2017. We had a fund raise on Republic. It went pretty well. Aside from that, you can see that we incorporated as a foundation. This happened a little bit ago. So this is similar to like the Rust Foundation or the Ethereum Foundation. This kind of separates us out from the other aspects. It kind of divides the protocol and the foundation into 2 separate things. We're actually offering a grant for the participants of the Unicorn Contest. So anyone participating in the Unicorn Contest can access this grant from Witnet. And you can go to the website here and you can see the ecosystem, the blog on our Medium, different things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much my presentation here.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Marcus, for sharing. Actually, there are many information. Some of them are a little bit technical. I don't understand all of it, but I know you guys are. I know you guys know what you guys are doing, and I think thank you for bringing up that you also offered extra funds for the projects who apply for the Unicorn contest. Also, integrate your Oracle, so they will get extra prize besides the ones they gonna win, they could win during the Unicorn contest. So good job on that. And before we move on, so we want to do a quick giveaway for all the audience here. And if you are, supporter of Winnet, this is the time to show your support. What we're gonna do right now is we will review a raffle phrase, and when I announce the raffle phrase, you need to type that in the comment sections as soon as possible. Okay, then Marcus will help me to count 3, 2, 1, and stop. So when he says stop, one of our guy will take a snapshot of the comment section. Whoever appears on the screenshot as the first guy, he or she will get the prize or get the rewards. Okay, and I think you guys get the rules. So right now, let's start. The rough phrase for the first part is we win that, we win that. Okay, cool. If you guys want to some reward for this round, please type this phrase right now in the comment section. Okay, we win that, we win that.
With
Let me
witness.
see the yeah, yeah, that's right. Let's see the chat flow. Okay, cool. Marcus, please count down 3, 2, 1. Then we have our guy to take a snapshot.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Good. I think we got it. Awesome. Thank you, Marcus, for the sharing. Now we move on to the next speaker, which is Refined from Nest. Can you hear me, Refined?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Nice. Please go ahead and introduce yourself, also your projects. Take it over.
All right. All right, thanks so much. As said earlier, I'm Refined, the community manager for Nest Protocol, and today we're going to take a look at something interesting about the Nest Protocol platform. So let's get to it. Okay, yeah. So right here, we have the Nest Protocol is one of the fastest growing Oracle systems in the DeFi space, which adopts the market game theory to synchronize the off-chain market price, informing onto the on-chain through miners quotation. The Nest mining makes use of mechanisms to incentivize quotation miners, making it a logically closed-loop distributed quotation system with the breaking features of collateral quotation, arbitrary verification, price chain, beta coefficients, and other modules. There are a whole lot of things involved with the Nest protocol. They are pretty easy and beneficial as well. So let's take a look at the decentralized solutions offered by the Nest protocol. We have here the price accuracy, sensitivity, anti-attack, which means it is difficult or impossible to manipulate the prices. We have validation. Any third party with no threshold can actually enter into the system. We have flexibility, free entry, and free exits. It's as simple as that. Right here we see the milestones we've had for quite a long time now, and currently the Nest system is running on the version 4.0, which encompasses a whole lot of things, like a whole lot. So let's head to them. Right here we have to create the Oracle channels. This is tagged as one of the technical cores of the Nest system on how to open Oracle channels. The steps are very simple. To create Oracle, to create the channel and set the parameters is the first step. And this parameters includes the token addresses of pricing token, the quoted tokens, and the mining tokens. It also includes the token amount of mining tokens. It also includes amount of mining tokens from a single block. Then the quotation fee, the calling fee, units of pricing token. Then the last step on creating Oracle channels is providing the mining token. On the slide here, you can see a picture which briefly explains that and how it is done. The second technical core is going to take us to quote mining. This is a very important aspect of the Nest protocol system, and you can see the steps right here. It's actually pretty straightforward, which involves you adding a collateral of 100k Nest and then puts the bilateral assets with any symbol or amount, then waiting for the validation period, which it depends greatly on some rules, on some easy rules. Then you retrieve the collateral and bilateral assets, then you get your mining reward. It's that simple, yeah. Then the next thing we'll move to is the price calling. There's another technical core of the Nest system. The Nest Oracle sends prices to the user, and in return, the user sends the calling fee back to the system. And these are 2 points to note while engaging in price calling in the Nest system. If the payment amount is greater than the set value, the excess will be returned to the user. But if the payment amount is less than the set value, the transaction will be rolled back. So yeah, that is it with the technical core of the Nest system. Right here you see our tokenomics. Before we go to that, I'm sure you must be asking the team behind a project of this magnitude. We actually have experts, financial experts, who will take care of marketing, of the product development. We also have those in charge, the experts in charge of our financial products in the Nest system. We also have developers, reputable developers, who are in charge of the smart contract development, and the rest of them. We also have great designers in our team, who make sure that keep things running. So right here on our tokenomics, I believe this little time I've given you a while to look at the slide. You see the tokenomics. It's actually really very straightforward. Nest has become deflationary. As more downstream product integration, there will be further deflation, which is a whole lot to look forward to. Then you're going to see here our token use case. These are important points to note. The first one says voting. It allows Nest holders to be involved in the governance of the system. About 51% of votes are required to approve the proposal. So one Nest token equals one vote. So the voting power lies with the holders, which makes it fully decentralized. Then we also give away, do giveaways with the Nest token as the tool, and this is done mostly during marketing campaigns. And then we also make partnerships, recent partnerships that allows holders of the Nest token to purchase items from their favorite online stores, which is really interesting and beneficial to the holders. Right here, you see one of the systems which have already integrated the Nest Oracle into their system. This is the COFIX Decentralized Exchange. It has already integrated the Nest Oracle into the system, and also we have Nest liquidity available on the exchange, which means the holders of Nest could actually swap right on the COFIX Decentralized Exchange. We have here the Parasset lending protocol. It's another system that has fully integrated Nest into their system, where users could actually provide collateral of Nest to mint PETH and PUSD, then PBTC, etc., and the rest of them. These are the current statistics of the Nest system. We have 4 underlying chains. We have a whole lot of quotations going on. We have about 8 integrated applications. Our community size is growing both on domestic level. Then we have lots of callings on a daily basis on the Nest protocol system. Right here, what you see here is our roadmap, which shows you that a whole lot is coming in 2022 on the Nest protocol system, like a lot of marketing, a whole lot for the community. Then in terms of products, we are gearing up to release a whole lot of them to ensure that the system becomes very beneficial to the holders and potential investors. Right here, you're going to see that we have prizes also for users who takes part in the unicorn contest. You see for the top Oracle miners, those who integrate into the Nest system into their system. You see for the second one, and you see the last one. So a whole lot of benefits are associated with the Nest system. So we've set aside wonderful prize, wonderful awards, as you can see on the slide right here, for those who take part in the unicorn contest. So that's like a summary of the Nest protocol system. Thanks for having me once again.
Thank you, Refined. And again, very interesting for the accountant. And I noticed that the Nest could be used for purchasing stuffs like daily groceries. So it's kind of interesting for me. And I am glad you mentioned that as well. The Nest also provide extra fund support for the participants or the contestant of the Unicorn contest. So it's a great news for everyone, every project that applied for the Unicorn contest. Very good job. Now we are doing another giveaway for Nest fans. But yeah, one thing I forgot to mention for the last round is for the reward we are giving out during the presentation part is we're gonna pick one winner each time for $100 worth of KCS. So it's a decent price and a decent good amount of reward. So Refine, please count down 3, 2, 1 and help me to draw the next winner. And for the users, please type Nest the best right now in the comment section and let me see the chat flow. All right, please type the raffle phrase Nest the best. Cool. Refine, please count down 3, 2, 1, then we take the snapshot.
Sure, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Great, I think we got it. Awesome. Thank you, Refine. Now let's move on to our next speaker, which is the amazing Joe. Good to see you, Joe. And please take it over.
Thanks, everyone. Just going to share my screen here. All right. Can everyone see okay? Yeah, great. All right. So Umbrella is one of the largest decentralized Oracle solutions. I'll go through these very, very quickly. First thing is our architecture. So our architecture relies on the Merkle tree innovation, which essentially allows us to batch thousands of transactions together into a single hash. And obviously, when you batch transactions together, you're driving down costs significantly and also increasing the ability to scale. So in terms of developers, obviously that frees up a lot of development opportunity from creating new products that weren't available before because of cost constraints or gas fees, or being able to call that data more often, right? Having more fresh data, because when it's a lot cheaper to use, obviously you can call that data more often. Data offering on the market. So currently we offer 4,000 pairs of data across all of the crypto native assets as well as traditional finance assets. My job right now also is bringing on new data sets, which is really exciting. I'm working on bringing online all of the world's weather data, sports data, esports, location, lots of different data sets. So there's lots here to develop with in the future, and we're always adding new sets of data to develop with. We are a multi-chain solution. I should mention we're evaluating to support KCC. Currently, we offer Binance Sidechain, Ethereum, Avalanche, Polygon, Arboretum, and Solana will be going live at the end of this week. And then on our roadmap, we have Moonbeam, Cardano, and a few others. We'll be at 10 chains by the end of the year at least, which is our plan for our roadmap currently. Highest quality data. So we really try for all of our prices and all of our data sources to A, work with really quality suppliers, but also B, we source our data from multiple sources, which mitigates the attack on a single source and enables us to smooth out the data internally to ensure that everyone's getting accurate data and pricing. As I mentioned, the Merkle tree is really at the heart of everything we do. As a layer 2 solution, the issue with layer 1 feeds is obviously that every time that data is requested, there's a fee incurred, right? And gas fees can really affect developers' ability to create, awesome businesses and disruptive products. And so the Merkle tree really is our standout solution to enabling us to batch thousands of transactions together and scale virtually without limits. Community owned and decentralized. So our community, we have about 40 community validators. We're looking to add about 8 to 10 validators each month. So at the end of the year, we'll be at probably 80 to 100 community validators. And our community validators are really at the heart of validating all of our transactions, all governed by the native token, which is the Umbrella Network token. And another interesting thing about our architecture is we're able to bring custom data on-chain quite easily, and all we need is an API. So a lot of partners that come to us, they may have interesting data sets in, for example, green energy data or weather data or things like that that would like to be brought on-chain. And with our architecture, if projects come to us with custom data that need brought on chain, we can do that very easily. And a little snapshot of our team. So we have over 40 experts around the world in 8 different countries, representing the country globally with a decentralized team and a large community. You can find out more about us there. And our website, of course, is unb.network. And that's all from me. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you, Joe, for the amazing content. I can tell that Umbrella is a very strong team, backed by many strong technology and everything. Yeah, so we will do the third raffle for now for the Umbrella supporters, and the phrase is "Umbrella to the moon." So it's simple, straight, and yeah, please type "Umbrella to the moon" right now, and we will pick some of the winner. Actually, one winner to get $100 of KCS. Okay, let me see the chat flow. And Joe, if you could do me a favor, please count down 3, 2, 1, then we take a snapshot.
Sure thing. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I think. Thank you, guys. So now let's move on to the Q&A section. I will bring the other speakers on the stage. And right now, for the other users, please, if you have any questions, you can send them to the chat right now, and the speaker will pick some of the questions that they feel may be interesting to answer. And for the speakers, if you see anything that like any good questions that you want to answer, you can copy it and send it to me so that I know you guys are ready for answering their questions. And each of you will pick 2 users' question to answer, and then we'll move on to the next part. Okay. I see a lot of questions right now, so yeah, please go ahead and pick some of the questions that you want to answer. Good. Let's so I see some of the questions got picked. So how about we start from Joe? Please go ahead.
Sure thing. Yeah. So one of the questions I had was the biggest problems facing the DeFi and blockchain industries today is the high cost of getting data on chain. So what are the technology that Umbrella Network apply to minimize the cost? That's a fantastic question. I think there's really 2 big problems in our industry right now. Number one is the data is too expensive to use, or the data is just not available on chain yet. And so how Umbrella addresses this issue is with our scaling solution. So being able to aggregate or batch thousands of transactions together obviously means that you're not calling data one at a time, right? Because every time you call that data, you're incurring a gas fee, right? And so our scaling solution, and obviously being a layer 2 solution, addresses this, and you're just massively driving down those costs as opposed to calling one at a time.
Yeah, great question, I would say, and a fantastic answer as well. Joe, if you don't mind, you can also keep answering the next question that you picked. How is the umbrella network different from other oracles?
Yeah, so I mentioned our scaling solution. So I guess that was one of our main differentiators, being layer 2 solution. I would also say, being community owned and governed and being on the road to becoming a full DAO, I think it's really important. So our community validators and our community are really important to us. And so we have a voting and governance section, which is backed by the Umbrella token, as well as our community validators, which validate and clean and push consensus to all of the chains that we support. So I would have to say that our community is what really makes us different, and obviously our community validators.
Cool, thank you. Now we move on to Marcus.
Yeah, so it looks like the first question was from GoGoMask there. What's the delay between a VRF and HTTP request and its fulfillment? They're honestly, for a VRF and HTTP request, they're about the same. It could span anywhere from a minute to a few minutes. It just kind of depends on how long that takes to fulfill on the witnet side. On average, it's within 5 minutes. The difference between the VRF is that it's not like the Chainlink VRF that the nodes that are selected to fulfill the randomness request generate a random number from their own software, and then they're kind of concatenated and hashed together. So we take the two random numbers and then we get the SHA-256 hash of that. And then that is what's returned for the random number. It typically takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes for that. It is an asynchronous event, so that would be something to keep in mind when you're querying that in your smart contract.
Cool. So next question is from Jake, right? Is Winnet considering releasing mobile wallet and security cell catch?
Sheikah, the Sheikah wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Zelda Sheikah, right? Sure, the security of the Sheikah wallet is kind of the most secure wallet. It actually does a full indexing of the entire blockchain, and it actually has a node on the back end that it's running. So when you submit a transaction, you're submitting it directly to the network. You're not going through a third party or anything like that. The actual security, your private key is encrypted with AES CBC, so that is the security there, and then it's relayed to the blockchain directly. As far as the mobile wallet, I'm actually developing the mobile wallet. It's built in Dart. It is a great platform to work on because not only iOS and Android, it can be released on Linux, Windows, and Mac OS as well. One of the things to note between the two is that Sheikah is like a full index node, while the mobile wallet would be relying on the blockchain explorer to relay those requests. So there is that security or privacy concern is that the transactions you're submitting, and when you query what transactions you've completed in the past, it's all relying on the block explorer.
Cool. Yeah, now let's move on to Refined. So Refined has picked 2 questions.
Yeah.
This first one is next protocol is deployed on multiple chain, including Ethereum, Polygon, BNB chain. So in the future, do you have any plans to expand to other chains, such as Solana, Near?
That's actually a very great question. before now, Nest Protocol was just on the Ethereum network, and considering how the cost of transactions on the Ethereum network increased on a daily basis, so we decided to bridge Nest protocol to different chains as well to make it fully accessible to everyone. So yeah, definitely we have plans of expanding to other chains too as we go on. So it's something to look forward to, definitely.
Cool. And now move on to the next question. We see many projects claim that they are fully decentralized, but they done their work in centralized way. So how can we ensure that Nest is fully decentralized?
Okay, so it's I think it's this question is actually already evident in the operations of the Nest protocol system. So we already in the slide during the presentation I mentioned that the voting power is actually left to the holders. So to me that is full decentralization, where the users actually take part in the decision making of the system. Yeah, where your Nest token equals your voting power, which is pretty cool. So yeah, definitely it is already evident that Nest operates in a fully decentralized way by giving the right decisions back to the user. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Refine, for your amazing answer.
My pleasure.
Congrats to the winners. If your question got picked, we will release the winner list later in our Telegram community. So if you haven't joined our Telegram chat yet, please join that now, so you will get the updates of that later on. And now, before we close up this meeting, we do want to offer some opportunity for the speaker to demonstrate their projects more. So now let's move on to the next part. For each project, please share something or any news, updates, or promotions regarding your project, so that users or the contestants can can participate in your projects right away. Okay, how about we can start from Marcus? Like, just share one thing that and like anything that you want to share to let people to get involved in.
Yeah, sure. We're going to lots of events. We're at the Solo Connect event. We're at the Avalanche Summit. We're going to be at ETH Amsterdam here soon. If you want to participate, our code is completely open source. You can contribute to the GitHub. Feel free to join our Telegram and Discord. And of course, you can buy the Witnet coin on Gate.io.
Yeah, the most important one is get some Bitcoins on Gate.io. Yeah, I got that information already. Cool. How about we can move on to Refined? Anything that you want to share regarding the project's update?
Yeah, definitely. So right now we have a lot of things going on, and especially would actually be cool to let the audience know that Nest token is actually listed on over 13 exchanges, which makes it very very easy. We have Nest listed on Gate.io and a whole lot of other exchanges as well. So you could actually check out our Telegram Telegram community, where you will get more information. I'm going to share the link right now with you, so you can feel free to join. And if you have any questions, you're always welcome to ask questions, as we have reliable CMs to answer to your questions and point you in the right direction. Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you, Refine. Also, I just want to let everybody notice that, or understand that if your questions not get picked, you can always, jump into their Telegram group and ask them their questions in the community. There will be people helping you out, uh, guide you through the process. So no need to worry about that. And yeah, please go ahead, share something regarding to Umbrella Network. Joe.
Awesome, guys. Thanks so much. What I wanted to offer the community is anyone that's building that needs, Oracle or data support, they can visit our website, and we'll drop that link shortly. we can set you up with a free price feed for your token or project. You can do a one-on-one call with myself in order to ask your questions about data, Oracle services, or support. And you'll also get access to all of our layer 2 data, which is absolutely zero cost. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Now we are moving on to our last raffle. So for the last raffle, please type KCC unicorn, always unicorn. Okay, in the chat. Then we will pick some. Actually, pick two winners for $200. Okay, so please type the phrase right now in the chat, and I will count down 3, 2, 1. Then take a snapshot. Let me see the chat flow. All right, I see someone typing now. 3, 2, 1, and stop. You guys are on fire. I mean, a lot of answers and a lot of messages popping up. Yeah, thank you guys for participating. And before I close up this event or this panel, I just want to bring up one thing is for the Unicorn contest, we have our second week demo show published soon today, actually in about 30 minutes. So the game demo show of week 2 is all about GameFi projects, and you can go through all the projects and pick some of the projects that you want them to be, into the beyond our next event on Monday for the live show. And please get ready by staking or having KCS on chain, because KCS is the native token of KCC, and holding it enable your right to vote for them, okay, for their upcoming events as well. So if you don't have any KCS right now, make sure you get it on chain before 6 a.m. On April 6th, UTC actually, so that you can vote for the projects. We will take the snapshot at that time. And we are a community-driven chain, so we do need your help on this. Please help us to pick some of the best projects of the Unicorn contest. And lastly, I want to thank all for being here today. It was an amazing panel. Thank you, Joe, Refine, and Marcus for sharing. You guys share some of greatest knowledge so far, so appreciate. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Thanks. Cheers,
All right,
everyone.
bye. Bye, everyone.